Hi ladies, welcome to Clear Skin and Wellbeing. I'm Ali. So today I thought I would do some face yoga for the forehead wrinkles. Now before I do, if you haven't subscribed before, please subscribe and also please like. I upload 3 times a week, everything to do with skincare, health, well-being and hair. Right, so first of all, the first thing to do is to make sure that your face is thoroughly clean, and that also your hands are nice and clean, because you don't want any transference of any bacteria from your hands onto your face. And then put some form of slip on. Now I tend to use something like a oil, such as a organic rosehip oil, but what I would suggest is, if you do have very dry skin, you could also put on some moisturiser or serum first and then apply your slip, if you like, your oil. Any other oil is fine as long as it's plant-based and not mineral. I think that works best. Right, so the first exercise I'd like to show you is we're going to be working this area here. Now, before I do any form of yoga on my face, I like to, first of all, as I've said in my previous videos, is to make sure I'm sitting nice and balanced, my soles of my feet on the floor. You don't want to be sitting skew-whiffed. You certainly don't want your legs crossed. You want to be in alignment, and you don't want your neck shortened and all hunched. You don't need the stress and the pressure and the tension. You want everything to be nice and relaxed. Now, you don't also want to have you do not want to be forming any other wrinkles when doing any exercises on your face. So it's always good to hold in place and make sure you're not stressing and tightening any other of the muscles within the face. Right, so what we're going to do first is I'm just going to pull my hair back slightly. Now, I have put on some face moisturiser. I've washed my face, I've got moisturiser on my face. I'm just going to put on just a couple of drops of rosehip oil. And what this does, as I say, just acts as a slip, because you don't want to be pulling and stretching the skin. So it just really helps. What I like about rosehip oil is it is a natural retinol, if you like, for the skin, and it's got full of antioxidants, so you're actually helping the skin as well whilst you're doing your facial exercises. Now, as with anything, before you get into doing any form of yoga, I quite like to do a little bit of tapping and to warm up the area first. A bit like going to the gym, you don't suddenly want to be going and doing a full workout without stretching beforehand and then also stretching afterwards. So what I will do, I'm just going to work on this part today. I've already done videos on these areas if you want to look back on those. So with this part here and here, I'm just going to do some slight tapping and a little bit by the eye, just to get all the lymph going. You don't need to go hard at all, just very lightly. The lymph is quite close to the skin, so you don't need to go too hard. This just sort of wakes everything up. You can just do that for a few moments. And then once, you could also do a little bit of this, a little bit of rubbing in as well, if you like, just to sort of get it going. And then once you've done that, we're then ready for doing a few exercises. Right, so my first exercise I would like to do is working on this part here, is to take my fingers. You could use your knuckles and do this, but personally I feel more control with my fingers. And so just hold here, and then just with it, you don't want to be creasing anything, relaxing the rest of the face, and then just move it across very slowly. Just doing it across that way. Now you could do this 8 times. I'll do it 4 or 5 just while I'm showing you. And this just releases all the tension in the face, and you're just helping with those muscles. It's quite interesting. If your face is, if you are stressed, it does seem to sort of show up in your face. So if you're kind of relaxed, up to the third eye if you like, and then across. Right, another thing you can do in between or even before you do your yoga is to take a couple of deep breaths, starting from the tummy, from the belly, and then working up. Just a quick, I'll just demonstrate, just a, and again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. What that does is that actually releases any tension, and it just gets you into the zone, and also a bit of, oxygen into the head would actually help with the flow as well. So the next exercise I'd like to do is holding just here. Now you're not going to be moving up and down or anything like that, you're just going to be holding it gently, adding just a tiny little bit of pressure, and then just to move your eyes, just to have your eyes looking up very, very slightly. You don't want to be creating any other wrinkles or any lines. So we just do 5 of these. And you can actually feel the muscles more. So that's that one. And then again, I would hold here, and then you want to be looking down, going the other way. You don't want to be putting too much, moving this too much. You just want to be holding it in place. Just keep it slightly taut, not too much. Relax the neck and shoulders, and then just look down. Again, you can feel that motion. And then one last time. Right, another exercise we can do here. Now, if you frown, you can end up getting frown lines here. So what I tend to do is use my fingers here, and then just hold on to them, and then just slightly pull it away, just a little bit. Again, you don't want to be making any new lines, any creases. And of course, because we've got the rosehip oil on there, it really does help. And then just again, just moving it. And then one last time. I mean, ideally you could do this, 3 sets of 8. So you could do 8, then start all from scratch again, 8 again, and then 8 again. So if you do 3 sets of 8, that would be even better. So we've done those 4 exercises for the face. Now to finish off, because as I said before, we've done a little bit of yoga on the face. We've kind of warmed up, if you like, with our tapping. We've done a few yoga moves, and now you want to sort of finish off with a bit of detoxification, because you've worked this area here. So the best thing to do is you could, just do a bit of this and move it across. You don't want any, those toxins or anything sort of hanging around. And we did work a bit of the eyes, so if you can just go under the eyes, just very, very lightly. Another thing you could do is another bit of tapping. I love a bit of tapping. Again, just to stimulate everything. There are 43 muscles within the face, and again, you do want to sort of use them, and it does tighten and tone as would any other part of your body. So just do that. then once we've done that bit of tapping, just a little bit of going across. You may want to swallow a little bit more. You may sort of feel sensations at the back of the throat where you want to swallow, and that's just everything releasing. So it's releasing the pressure, the toxins, get the stress out of the face. And then, as I always say, once you get to the end, if you can just rub just round by the back of the ears where your lymph nodes are, and then just work down the back of the neck here in a downward motion, get rid of those toxins down, and then end up here on your collarbone, and just here, just above the bone, if you can just give those a few pumps just to relieve all those toxins. And then one last time, I like to do a 3. Let's rub that there, then get down, drag that down. And then that's ready to go through the rest of your body, ready for elimination. So there we are. That is how to do face yoga and to help all these fine lines and wrinkles, prevention as well as cure. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and please like. I have done a playlist on my yoga for face, if you'd like to see those, and I will see you later. Okay, bye.